where the epinephrine, the dopamine, all the good chemicals are flowing. And so, as expected, there will be some rustiness here. I've not done this for a while, which is the exact reason I'm doing it. Facing and enduring the difficult things, the hiccups, the smushiness before moving into, or as I move into, the most high signal, most coherent, most joyful aspect of myself. And so, where shall I begin? There's this notion that is very forward in certain communities, whether you're a mystic, whether you're a high performer, whether you're someone who's doing a lot of inner work. And that is this, that which is within you will destroy you if you don't bring it forward. And that which is within you will absolutely recreate you, you will ascend with that which is within you when you embrace it. Embrace it tight enough to let it go. I call this sacred surrender. Now, sacred surrender is something that has been central to my life and my work, my play, my art for a long time. And I'm always finding different ways to execute on this surrender because it is not the easiest thing to do. If you know anything about flow states or about achieving anything or being a part of anything, it's not just achievement, but being a part of anything that is worthwhile, that is ectropic, meaning the opposite of entropy. The very doing of the thing increases vitality, increases the motion, the dynamic. If you know anything about these things, you know it typically starts with a difficulty phase where it's just the sludge, the obstacle. And the obstacle typically is not outside of you. Now, there can be some thing outside you it's associated with, but that obstacle is always going to have an inner element. And today, this is me pushing through that inner element once again. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've done anything live, since I've even been making videos. Now, I've wasted literally hundreds and hundreds of hours by not doing this very thing, allowing different parts of me, typically the ego overriding, saying, look at us, we're hinging on your genius, we're taking that action we're supposed to. And oftentimes it had been some form of procrastination or some form of doing something that wasn't quite stepping to the ledge that I need to leap from. So here we are. And one thing that you find with flow is that pushing through, I don't care how awkward this comes across. I don't care who watches this. I'm not looking at metrics. Doesn't matter what comments I get. I'm not doing this to get clients or to get paid or to have a cool video. I'm not doing it for any other reason than I see it's the thing I need to do. R. Buckminster Fuller, he made the point that one of the most genius things you can do is to do what it is that you see needs doing. This is the thing that is lacking in the world in a terrible, terrible way. People know what to do deep down, but there are all these mechanisms, there are all these distractions, there's all these reasons to do something otherwise, to not go full speed towards that burning building. And this, my friends, is my burning building today. There's few things I'm really good at, and this is one that I want to become better in. Not necessarily for outcome, but for the now, for the present, so that when my spirit speaks and says, go share this, go do this thing, that there's no obstacle in me. So I'm burning through these things today, right now. This is day 1 of, I believe, day 10. After I've knocked out 10 days on the YouTube here, the YouTube Live, I'm going to take it to a more high stakes platform. And I'll probably cross-reference or I'll probably cross-post on different platforms. But After the YouTube sessions, I'll be moving it to Facebook because there's going to be more folks, more outside obstacles that will be a reflection of my inner obstacles that I'll have yet another opportunity to bust through. Something that I love, absolutely love, it has been so critical in everything in my life, is that of initiation. In so many different realms, in so many different ways, initiation has been the fire starter for me. Whether it's been in my youth with things that I shouldn't have been getting into, but I did, and I'm grateful for it now. Whether it's been in things that are highly secretive, whether it's been in private things that's just between me and the divine, whether it's in initiating conversations or just taking steps that either seemed out of grasp, out of the way, out of my league. Finding ways to put oneself in that container of initiation is how transformation happens. And I can't speak highly enough of initiation. And I realize it's not for everyone. The same way that these messages that I'll be sharing are not for everyone. The type of communicator I am tends to be highly dense, doesn't make all the connections for the listener or for the audience. What I tend to do in a flow state, especially as the flow state is initiated and as it strengthens, as I become more of a high integrity conduit for what it is that flows. Remember, that thing within will either destroy you or it will give you life. And by doing this, the conduit of my being, of who I am, my voice, my presence, the platforms I use, everything that acts as an accessory to my delivery, to my presence, is being strengthened in these moments. This sort of thing can be incredibly helpful for people aspiring to be influencers, for people who want to ascend in their career, for people who want to have better relationships or better nurture the relationships they already have. This spirit of initiation, of going beyond the perceived boundaries in front of you, will call up in you reserves of strength and intelligence that you never imagined existed. So it appears my device is overheating, and this 10-minute session may draw a little bit short, but again, an obstacle that can be overcome without worry, without overthinking what could go wrong. I keep hearing this thing recently. What if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't work out? What if it works out? Move as if it all works out, because it's not about the outcome. Every artist, every great artist knows this. It's not about the final product. It is about the motion that you go through, not going through the motions, but being the motion. This is the art.